guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Princess. If you are a first timer here, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are a returning subscriber, I love you. If you are a returning subscriber that has watched the 2 previous videos on this channel, oh my god, you have a special place in my heart and I really appreciate you. Thank you. Please keep watching. Please like this video. Remember to share and subscribe as well. So we'll be going into the topic for today, the agenda for today. It's about what to do when you find yourself stuck in your relationship with God. Basically, you're in a place where you find prayer. You find that prayer has now become a chore. You're just lethargic about spiritual things. You're lazy about reading your Bible. You're just living life without, being conscious of the presence of God in what you do. Yeah. And you know that, girl, my relationship could be so much than what it is right now. This video is for you. Most of us have found ourselves in a place like that. One moment is good, one moment is just whatever. The good news is you can always get back to that point of vibrancy, of fervency in your relationship with God. And I'm just going to share some of the things that have helped me, return back to a place of fervency or vibrancy in my relationship with God when it feels like I've been stuck in a rut. So first things first, it's a good thing that you know. It's a very good thing that you are aware that your relationship with God is not what it used to be like before. Jesus said in John 15 verse 4, I'm going to be paraphrasing because I'm not really sure. It says, if you abide in me and I abide in you, that you will bear much fruit. I think that's what it says. And that you cannot do anything. You can't do anything without me. What's that? Without me, you can do nothing. Without me, you can do nothing. It's like taking a fish out of water. It cannot survive. It cannot thrive because outside of water, any other place that you put it in is not the natural habitat that it was designed to thrive and to survive. So it's the same with our relationship with God. When you're outside, when you're not abiding, you know, because it would tell in your life. You will just be uncomfortable. You feel like you could be doing so much better. You feel like you could be doing so much more, and that in itself is a good thing. It's a good thing that you're aware. So these are some of the things that have helped me in my relationship with God, or trying to gain back fervency in your spiritual life. Be intentional. You gotta be intentional. You have to be intentional. A vibrant relationship with God doesn't just happen by chance. It is cultivated. It's the same way a vibrant relationship with your spouse or with your partner or with your child, it doesn't just happen by chance. You do things like communicate regularly, you go on dates, you plan fun activities together. And it's the same thing with our relationship with God. You have to intentionally make time for it. You have to pre-decide a when and a where. You have to create time in your day, in the business of your life for God. Now, this does not mean that you do every other thing that you want to do, and then if there's just small time that is remaining, you now use it for God. No. Intentionality implies that in your planning, you make time. You also prioritize the time that you're going to spend with God. You have to plan and you have to prioritize. Okay, this is the part of my day. This is the time of the day that I'm going to be spending with God, and this is what I'm going to be doing. You prioritize and make time for the things that you consider important to you. So if spending time with God is really important to you, you will make time for it. And it's natural for us to give excuses like, oh, I have work. By the time I work, I'm tired. By the time I get home, I just want to eat. I just want to sleep. If it's not important, you'll make an excuse. If it's important, you'll make time for it. So make time for God in your schedule today. It can be in the morning, early hours of the morning. It can be in the afternoon. It can be in the evening. But just make sure that whatever time you're setting out, God has your full attention. Another thing that has helped me get back to vibrancy in my relationship with God is the Nike motto. What's it say? Just do it. Some people are waiting for the perfect time when they will feel like it, when they will get all the chills, and then there will just be this nudge in their spirit to pray or read their Bible or study. That time might never come. So just do it. Just pray. Just read your Bible. Just listen to that sermon. Just read that book. Open that devotional. Listen to that podcast that edifies you spiritually. There is not going to be any perfect time. There is not going to be any perfect feeling. As a matter of fact, it is until you start doing it that the feelings will come. But if you're waiting for feelings, it might never come. So just do it. Somebody is somewhere planning how they will spend 1 hour, 2 hours in the time of prayer, and you've been struggling with even 10 minutes of prayer. So this will lead me to my next recommendation, right? And this is very, very practical. You can set timers. You can set a timer for the time that you want to spend with God, whether praying, whether reading your Bible, whether meditating, listening to a sermon or whatever. It can be 5 minutes, it can be 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, as much as you can do. What that does is it helps you to build discipline, to stay the time, to exercise self-control, to help you start what you finish. And it's very effective when you take out everything that could be a source of distraction. Put your phone on silence. Make sure that every form of noise or anything that could potentially distract basically is removed. Another thing is also to be consistent. It is not about how long you show up once a week, but that every day, even if it's for 5 minutes, you are able to show up. So you can't do 1 hour every day. Start with 5 minutes if you can. Start with 10 minutes if you can. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes if you can. It's not about how long, but how often you show up. And as you do it, God will help you. God will sustain you, help you build the strength for longer hours. Another thing you might want to do is to get an accountability partner or partners who will hold you accountable, who would keep you in check, who would remind you, who would tell you, hey, have you read your Bible today? And who will remind you, I feel like I've said that before, to read your Bible or to pray or to study. This person or persons could be older, mature Christians, or even people who are struggling in their relationship with God and genuinely desire to get back to a place of fervency. Build a community with such people. Join such communities. Make friends with such people. Some of you already have friends like this. You can talk to them. Don't be shy. So these are some of the things that I do that help me sustain a vibrant personal relationship with God. If you have any, please share in the comment section so that other people can learn from them as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to like, remember to share, remember to subscribe.